Hey, Teresa.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey,
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I need, as you can see, my office in the background. If y'all want me to have a virtual background for your promote your business, just send it to me and then show me how to put it on.
I
Uh,
got you.
You
yeah,
good? How have you
There you go.
been?
I'm doing good. How are you all?
We live already now.
Oh, yeah, I see y'all
Good.
busy. Not busy, busy.
Man,
Busy. Ooh, like busy.
Yeah.
Let me see if it's live on all the
The
streams.
phone correct up here.
So we're gonna let people get on, give them like a couple minutes to get on.
All right. So what do you want me to talk about? Just
Oh, we
grants?
got a whole skit.
Okay, well, come on, bring it. I'm ready.
I
So
got
if
I got a couple questions myself. Nah.
you have a what kind of backgrounds do you have?
I don't have any on this one. I don't know how
Okay.
to,
That's what I
Okay.
was trying to tell
Look,
Erica.
I'm a
The same
little
thing.
older, so I don't know how to do all this tech. I'm trying to learn. Oh no, this got to go off.
Okay. So we're gonna get started. We about to get started. I was trying to let some more people get on, but they'll catch the replay. Welcome, everyone. I am Erika Jones, the CEO of Express Tax Software Solutions. Now, before we introduce our special guest, I want to share a little bit about our company.
I'm Jason Cheek, CFO of Express Tax Software Solutions. We provide tax pros and small businesses with transformative education, coaching, and software.
Our mission is to equip entrepreneurs with the mindset, with the skills, and the tools to build wealth and to thrive.
We founded Express Tax Software Solutions to create an empowering community, excuse me, and hub of resources for tax and finance professionals.
So, whether you need coaching, tax software, or events like our upcoming Tax Pro Financial Takeover Conference, we have you covered.
Now, for the moment of the hour, I want to introduce the amazing Teresa Pelham,
Hi,
Grant
everyone.
Guru, the Grant Guru.
Tell us a little bit about your background as a grant and business funding expert.
Okay. Hi, everyone. First, I want to say I'm so honored and blessed to be able to join you all. I don't take invitations lightly. And so for Erica and Jason to invite me, I feel honored and humbled to, be able to share some of my grant industry wisdom with you all. So I started out, I'm going to give you like a timeline. I started out as a federal grant reviewer. My husband and I, we have 6 children, and I wanted to make a little extra money to help with the Christmas gifts and stuff. So I was a 4K teacher. And so I started reviewing grants. And a friend said, Teresa, you review grants all the time. You've gotten so good at it. Why don't you write a few? And so I started writing grants. I got won them and got some client, well, they weren't even clients, gotten some people some money. And so I said, well, I need to hone my craft. So let me take a course. So I took a course with my mentor, Dr. Beverly Browning, who wrote Grant Writing for Dummies. And I took her course and she saw something in me that I didn't even see. So she had me to teach like 5 of her grant writing courses. And she still today refer clients to me. And so I'm very humble. So I started out working for other grant writers. And then she said, all right, Teresa, it's time for you to strike out on your own. And so I've been in business for 3 years. Um, I have several clients. And I love doing what I do. It's I don't take it lightly. I truly believe that it's a gift from God. And I truly believe my business is ordained to help those who may not know about grants and may need some funding in their business and organizations.
Right, you're definitely needed, especially right now, because people don't know that just because we're in a recession, the grants aren't stopping, and access to OPM and grants is what'll keep your business ahead in a recession, especially if you apply before economic downturn and stuff. Like,
Mhm.
Right.
I feel like all CEOs should always work on their business while their staff's working in their business, and
Right.
filling out grants at least once a week should be a part of their weekly task, because no
Right.
matter what's going on with the economy, if you have your business in the right position, it shouldn't affect you.
Right.
So just because we're in a recession, grants are not stopping. If anything, I'm seeing more grants. I'm
Right.
seeing more grants right now. That's crazy.
Right. In when was it? COVID was in 2021.
2020.
Um,
2020.
I
that
started 2020.
2020, 2021. They
Yeah.
were about and I don't have my slide. There were trillions of dollars. I don't have the exact number, but it was trillions of dollars in grants that was given out, and they still giving out grants to help businesses and organizations because
Every
they know that COVID is a long term effect. So
Right.
they are still giving out grants to organizations.
Right. Nah, you right. Because like it's called Allie Mae or
Hello, Alice.
Hello,
yeah,
Alex.
Hello Allie. Yeah, they've been going strong. They've
Right.
been, they've been going strong.
Yeah, and that is a free database in which you can go and look for grants. I always tell people if you're just
Hello, Alex.
starting, go to
Mhm.
Hello Alice, and they
Mhm.
have grants in there. And I even show them how to use, various AI tools to even answer the questions. But there are a lot of free databases out there that you can find grants for.
Right. Okay. Thank
You
you
don't mind.
so much. I hope y'all listening. That was free game. Thank you, Teresa. Thank you so
Yeah,
much. I
sure.
want to ask you a question.
Okay.
What high level advice can you offer for accomplishing goals with limited funds?
Um, One thing, of course, I'm gonna say grants. That is a goal. If you have limited funds, one thing you need to strategically plan.
Yeah.
A lot of times we want to jump in and we chase the money.
Hmm.
We
So
see
like
this.
money
Oh, I
coming in.
need this money. I always say you need to plan for your business to have revenue. Don't wait until you at the bottom of the barrel or you in crisis and say, "Oh, I need some grants so I can get it." That's not going to help you. So you need to strategically plan. Um, like you were saying, you need to be doing grants every week. Well, we have a funding Friday. I myself, I apply for grants for my business. I strategically plan on what I want to use those grants for number one. Then
Right.
I go and I search for the grants that I can use to fund those various projects.
Got you. So
So,
it's
Mm,
like, so just because you're an entrepreneur, like we're on top. We just got to know, you just got to be in the right rooms and be around the right resources. You hear what she's saying? Yes, there's a recession, but we're entrepreneurs. There are
right.
grants out there for us. Long as you plan ahead, you'll stay ahead.
right, right, because you have to, even with grants, you have to strategically and plan. Like I always tell people, don't chase the money, stay true to your mission.
Yes. Don't get too deep now. They got to come to the conference. Don't get.
Oh, okay, okay. I ain't gonna give them too much. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll pull back some. I'll
You
talk,
had
but
me real good. I'm like,
I heard
whoa.
it. So Teresa, this is our second annual. Last year we had the Wealth Builder Summit for tax pros. This year we having a financial takeover, whole wealth management conference. But Teresa, this is her second year with us at our event. Last year she wasn't able to make it live, but she did an
right.
awesome grant funding workshop. It was so amazing. It was amazing. I'm so glad that you're going to be joining us
Yeah,
live this year because we have so much just stored for everyone. I'm excited. I'm
yes, yes. I'm
I'm super
excited to
excited as
share.
well.
I'm excited to share because a lot of times there are so many disparities, and I'm have to put it out there with minority businesses that we don't get the funding, not because sometimes we can't get it, it's because of the knowledge.
right.
Right.
We don't know. So
Knowledge is power.
yes, it is.
That's right. That's right. I got a question for you
Okay.
though. Could you outline your process for assessing budgets to find savings opportunities.
My process. Say it again.
Could you outline your process for assessing budgets to find savings opportunities?
Yes. Now in the grant world, we always have budgets and budget justification. So
Hmm.
when I work with a client to create a budget, we don't even talk about money first. I talk about what is the project you want to do and what is the outcome that you want to have of this project. Then I go back. Once we get the project, then we do the outcome. Then we put a dollar amount on that. Because sometimes we feel our budgets was unnecessary stuff. I'm like, you don't need that. Come on. Yeah, and so I help them find. So when you go through your budget, a lot of times you be like, oh, okay, I want this, we need this, I gotta do this. And when I go through it, I be like, you don't need that, you don't need it. Not to accomplish what you need to do.
Right.
So when you go through your budgets, I always say, make sure you have your program or your project or your business, what the outcome you want to have, then look at your money. Okay. Sometimes we look at the money and we say, okay, this is my business. I need da 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 da. And then I go through it and say, you don't need that. Or might find, I'll say, you do need this, but here's a more efficient way to get it.
Gotcha. I think reason being why some entrepreneurs make the mistakes is because they want to have everything in front of them right then and there when they first getting started. So
Oh,
they
good.
feel like they need X, Y, and Z to actually for the business to perform the way they wanted it to perform. You know.
Yeah, no, you don't need that. I had a laptop in my brain when I started my business. That's all I had, a laptop. And it was a borrowed laptop at that in my brain. And I started my business. And
Right.
then once my business go, I was able to get my own laptop. And so a lot of times you have to look at your resources. And also you have to, a lot of times we as entrepreneurs, we're scared to partner with other programs, do partnerships. And
Yeah.
you got to, and if you want to make it in this business, you got to have some partnerships.
That's
You
one of the
got to.
fastest
You got
ways. One of the fastest and most efficient ways is to partner is the JV with someone.
Yes. And then it was like a lot of us have fear, like, oh, they might take it. Not if you writing it down. If you got a good contract,
Mm-hmm.
a JV contract, trust me, if they even try, there's a lawyer in the background waiting.
Right.
So you got to get it down on paper
Right.
and do some partnerships. You don't have to have everything, and you don't have to do everything. Some things I don't do, I refer it out. Like I don't do, like I have a data scientist, Dr. Michelle Joseph with Mogul Beginnings. She
Yeah.
does all my data. I I don't have the time. I'm like, here's the project. Can you find me some data? And she does it, and I put it in the grant. So you got to have strategic partnerships.
Got you. That's a great partnership. Like that's and people don't understand like when you really ready to scale your business to 6 and 7 figures, you don't see competition. You have to have a mindset of collaboration over competition. You have to because you're going to keep yourself in a barrel. So to get out
Mhm.
that barrel and to really thrive, y'all don't understand that your network determines your net worth is real.
It's
What,
real.
like you just said, like they both just said, one partnership can change the whole trajectory of your
Mhm.
business in a good way. So
Mhm.
you got to stop being afraid to collaborate and we got to stop being afraid to network because a lot of times people don't know what you're doing or what you're selling or your mission or your vision if you're not putting it out there. Closed mouths don't get fed if you're an entrepreneur.
Woo,
You have to
I
get out
love
there.
it.
You got to
I
get out.
love that saying.
And to piggyback off of what Erica is saying, stop thinking about trying to have all the money, trying to get all the money. You have to be willing to sacrifice some of it, may not have or maybe even half of it to get to where you want to go. Because
Right.
like you said, Teresa, start with the end in mind. Know
Yes.
where you want to go.
Yes.
So once you know where you want to go and you start partnering like JV partnering with people, it's not going to mean anything to you because you're going to get to your end, and then the money is going to come regardless.
Right,
The
right.
money is going to come regardless. So if you chasing it, thinking, oh, I put in all this work, I demand all this money, it's mine, it's my idea, and all that, you're not going to get nowhere. You're not going to get nowhere far. You
Right.
know, so that's a mindset that's for me. That's a mindset shift. Once you shift your mindset from that, then you could
Right.
sky's the limit.
Right.
Somebody just asked, somebody said, do you partner in the same industry or different industries? We personally partner in different industries, but if
Yep.
you partner in your industry, be strategic. Make sure you have agreements in place. Make sure you have non-compete agreements in place. You can partner in your industry, but just be strategic. Like
Right.
if like we're like I'm a tax business strategist. I'm going to partner with like my friend Alicia Harvey. She's in operations. I
Mhm.
partner, like I have friends in marketing. I partner outside
Mhm.
of what I'm doing, still in the same industry. So you can partner outside your industry and in your industry, but be strategic.
Right.
Right. Right. Yeah, because I partner with people inside and outside my industry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I do write grants, but sometimes my caseload is full. I will
right.
definitely give them a referral. Say, here's a referral.
Yeah,
Or here's someone you can work with. So I partner all the time, both internal and external.
yes. So I have a question for you.
Okay.
What creative ways have you seen for generating revenue beyond traditional loans and fundraising?
Yeah, grants. Grants is a way to do it. Um, Also, I didn't know, but also contracts,
Mm.
federal contract. The federal government. I work on a federal contract. Federal government buys everything. They they do. There's a federal contract out there for you. Let me tell you. And so that's another way you can do. You can get federal contracts or corporate contracts. That's another way you can look into it. And grants. A lot of people don't think about grants.
They
You're
really
an
don't.
entrepreneur. You don't even think of you say, oh, those are for nonprofits. Oh, they're for profits too.
Right.
So grants and federal contracts are two ways, especially grants.
Thank you. Thank
Got
you. See, I'm glad you mentioned that because a lot of people they think about loans. When they're thinking about money for their business, they go straight to loans.
They're saying
Yeah.
I pay it off down the line. I'll make the money back down the line. But you just cutting out. You just cutting your profits altogether.
Right.
And you know what? I find when we come to grants, and I'm just gonna say, a lot of people don't want to do the work.
Hmm.
They don't want to do the work. You have to, like I told you, strategically plan. We have funding Fridays, and I will take an hour or 2 hours out of my day and
Mm.
just look and search for grants and apply for grants. And
Got
that's what you're gonna have to do. And you might do, all right, this Friday, I'm gonna look for grants. I might find two out of the 2 hours, but that's two more that you didn't have.
Right.
So you might not have time to do. So I put them on my whiteboard, these two grants, the URL. And so the next time I do it, okay, I'm gonna use that time to apply for these two.
Right.
You
Because
got it?
they got so many out there that in a blink of the eye you'll miss the deadline. Like just because
Yes.
we're in a recession, y'all, these grants are not stopping.
Yeah.
They're not stopping.
Actually, you're gonna see it depends. I tell you now, before we get a new administration in there, they're gonna be pushing out a lot of money because
Hmm.
this administration gonna want to spend their
Right.
budget, whatever. They're gonna push out some grants and some money. I'm gonna give you a look. No, I ain't gonna give it to you. You're gonna have to come to the
No.
conference. I'm gonna give
There
you
you
Yep.
a
go.
Don't do it.
There you
Don't do
go.
it.
conference, and
Do
then
it.
I'll tell you a little hint. I ain't gonna give it to you right
Oh look, she give out hints at the conferences, baby.
I just get ready to share a little nugget. No, come to the
Nope.
conference. We'll get that
Nope.
nugget.
You gotta show up. You gotta be in the building for this. Gotta be
Yeah,
in the
I
building
was
for this.
just gonna give them some of how you know what the government is gonna be spending in what area. I was gonna give you that nugget. So no, come to the conference. I'll share it with you.
Right. I'm getting ready to put the link to the conference in the comments.
Okay.
No, we ain't doing it. Somebody said, "Go ahead." We not doing it.
No,
Put
no.
the link in the
I,
chat.
I, And I want to let them know that I will be giving you a grant funding strategy
Yes.
for my talk. So even though it's November, this is the prime time for you to start
Yes.
planning and looking for those grants for next year. So I'll tell you what the government has already planned to spend their money on, and I will help you develop a funding strategy. But you got to come.
You gotta come. I'm putting a link in there now. You got some questions, Jason?
Yeah. When funds are limited, how
Mhm.
do you prioritize which initiatives or programs to cut versus continuing to fund?
Okay, as an entrepreneur, you need to fund the programs that gonna make you money.
Hmm.
Um,
Um, that and I know I'm about a person that's very got a big heart and I like to give. But if you're not in existence, how can you give? How can
Hmm.
you put an
mm,
impact on the community? So
mm,
what I do, again, remember I tell you to write down all your programs and projects. I look at all the ones that's going to give me some revenue. So I look for grants for those as well. Now I do some pro bono work to like some faith-based organizations, some other, entities. But the ones that's going to give me revenue, and I try to look for grants to help fund those projects.
got
Got you.
you.
Now,
Got it.
how about for teams? For teams right now that are taking pay cuts during the downturns, what's your advice for maintaining them for them to maintain their morale?
Well, you know what? When I have a team as well, and I
Right.
know this might sound funny, but if I don't make money, you don't get paid. And
Say
so
it
I know.
we
I
have
know.
I so I said it's not just about me. I want you to take, even though I am the founder and CEO of this company, it's benefit for all of us. So let's work as a team to look for revenue streams. Let's work as a team to look for grants because I truly want to pay you. But if I'm in non-existence, you're gonna lose your job, and I'm not gonna lose my company because I can be a solopreneur. But I want to pay you all. I want to help you all. So I want to have a culture of ownership for everyone in the business. I want you to own this business like it's yours because you're
Mm,
going to get benefits from it as well.
yeah,
Right. Right.
you're exactly right on that one. Exactly right.
Yeah, because you're gonna get benefits. And I always say that. I say, okay, guys, we have this amount of grants. We need this amount of revenue from these grants we need. And I say, I want to pay you, I want to give you bonuses, I want to do this, but I can't do
Right.
it. So we all have to work together to get it. I want that kind of culture.
Right.
Right. Like you gotta make sure your team knows your mission and your vision.
Oh
They
yeah.
need to know that like they Bible, like their work Bible, because that's how your brand will that your mission and your vision will stand out no matter what room you're in. Because you should be able to go to conferences and your team has tables and you're not there and they're representing your brand.
Hmm.
That's the one of the key ways to become a CEO versus solopreneur, being able to replicate
Hmm.
certain tasks. So your
Hmm.
brand, your mission, your vision, that should be the morale for your whole company. If
Hmm.
they're not on the same page, they're not they shouldn't be on your team, because it don't matter if you having downturns or whatever. If you know your mission and vision, when it's time to cut back on certain things just for that moment, it shouldn't be a problem at
Right,
all.
right. And I always think about, I my a business, I do believe it's ordained by God. So when I talk about culture, I always think about what Jesus asked the disciples, who do you say I am? So I always think about that. When you're out, my employees or my contractors are out in the public, who do they say we are? The Grants Boutique Consulting Firm. Who do they say they are? How are you
Right.
representing it? So that's why I strongly believe in a strong culture that you have in your company.
Yeah,
Love it. Love it. Love it.
love it. Love it. Now, with travel and entertainment budgets often first to go, what
Mhm.
creative alternatives have you seen?
Yeah, and that's so true. A lot of times we do have to cut travel and a lot of entertainment, but there are other ways that you can do that. I mean, for travel, a lot of times my client, they want me to be on site, but I was like, You ain't got the budget for it. Let's
Oh,
do
Lord.
a Zoom. Let's do a Zoom or a team. So we can still make it affordable that you can get the knowledge and stuff. And also entertainment. A lot of times with my staff or whoever, I may go out and have sponsorships. That's another thing. Like if I want to give my employees, I'll go to my local Chick-fil-A and say, hey, I got 5 employees. I would love to give them a gift for the hard work they do. Now, if you don't build a relationship with that person, because like they know my church, we order a lot of Chick-fil-A meals for we have meetings and just different things. So I'll go in there and say, do you have any, maybe can donate some gift cards to them? And they get gift cards and I send it out to them. Or any place like Office Depot. I'll go in and say, hey, do you mind sponsoring? I have some employees that work, and I have an Office Depot account. I'm one of your biggest customers here. Can you sponsor and donate like maybe a gift card? And it may be just $5, but it's $5 that they have, and they're appreciative.
Right.
So there are ways that you can show appreciation to your and apply for entertainment and stuff. There are ways.
That was good.
I love that.
That was good. She not even dropping the real gem. That's the crazy part. I know. Okay.
You just gave me something.
Yeah, I mean, just look for sponsorship, especially if you're a big customer, and build those relationships. You go to stores and stuff, Walmart, Chick-fil-A, and I'll like, can I speak to the manager? Hi, how you doing? Blah 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 blah. I'll always go in and or say, like if I'm ordering meal, I say, may I speak to the manager? And they'll say, thinking something wrong, and then I won't. I'll just say, you know what? We had a major order, a big order, and I just want to tell you, thank you. You made it, just little thing. So when I do come and ask for a gift card,
they already know.
What? I've shown appreciation to them.
Right.
I'm a big believer. Too. Yeah, I agree because I'm a big believer. When I walk into these banks, I want to talk to a branch manager.
Right.
I want to talk to somebody.
Right.
So I can build that rapport with them. I can learn their system, and down the line, when it's time for me, when I'm ready for them for whatever I need, it's almost a no-brainer that I'm gonna get it.
Right. That's what I do too. I always say, man, speak to the manager and go in there and say, hey, I don't have a complaint. I'm just gonna say how wonderful your teller helped me, and I really thank you for let me have my business account. Just people love gratitude.
Right.
And appreciation.
Right.
Now, what's your view on this for startups? What's your view on startups running on investment capital? How do you balance cutting costs with maintaining growth projections?
Oh, that is a tough one. It is. How do I balance cutting? Because a lot of businesses are starting. First of all, it goes back to planning your startup. A lot of times we jump out in the water without a life jacket. And so when you're planning your startup, I always tell people, in all businesses, you need to have a contingency plan. You might be bootstrapping, but you need to have a contingency plan. And I have an example that I worked with a client, but it took them several months to pay me because of their PO process. I still had to pay these employees. So where I'm gonna get the money from? Your contingency plan. So you need to as a startup, I would say, and also these accelerators, these startup business programs that if you go and take their classes and stuff, they give you like $5,000. I've done it. I won a pitch contest.
Look, I'm in one now.
Yes. And so I did a pitch contest. Go out there. You're a startup, but when you pitch, and I never pitched. That was the first time I ever did it, and I won. I'm surprised. I said, thank you, Lord, because I know that was from you. But when you do these pitch contests, you're putting yourself out there. It's like free promotion. So if you're a startup, I would say look in your community, go to your local chamber of commerce, see what grants they have for small businesses. Go to any business accelerators, women business centers, whatever, and see what they have. Because a lot of times, if you will go to those classes, then at the end they give you like 1,000, 5,000, whatever, $500. That's more than you had. So do that. That's
Hello.
start up. What else I can say for startups? There are grants out there for startups. You just have to look. And one thing I see when startups are applying for grants, they don't have any background information. You can't tell me, a lot of them cannot tell me anything their organizational background. If you just starting, it's okay, but you need to tell me why you started it, who you gonna talk, what kind of impact you gonna have.
Put a
So
business plan together. Put a business plan together.
Boom. And a lot of them start, they don't have business plan.
I'm like, how you run a business without a business plan? That's part of your foundation. Certain things, like, it's part of your foundation. And if anybody that's listening now, if you don't have a business plan,
make one.
Yes, you're hurting yourself. You're your own worst enemy right now.
Right. And there are so many free templates out there for you. But there are startup grants for people who want to start a business, whether you're a nonprofit or a for-profit.
Gotcha. All right. Excuse me. What key metrics should organizations track when budgeting conservatively?
Target population is one. I've seen so many grants. They don't even know who their target population is. Are you working with males, females, elderly? What you working with? Right. So target population is one. Demographics. You have to have those demographic measures. Where, when, all those metrics. Also, you need to know, and I guess that's more that you will talk about more financials. A lot of times people that's beginning business, they don't even understand a profit and loss statement.
They don't.
So you got to learn that. But those metrics are key. Your target population, the demographics, those are the key ones when you're writing grants. As you see, I'm looking up, I'm trying to think of, are they in, I'm going through a grant application. Also, they want to know your the outcomes. And I can't tell you this because you have to come, because I'm going to show you how to write an outcome and a strategy.
I'm so excited.
Secret when I write my outcomes and my objectives. But yes, what is the outcome? How many people you planning on serving in the grant? So that's all I can tell you.
That's all I can tell you. You gotta come to the conference. You gotta come to the conference.
You gotta come to the conference without me being able to tell you the whole thing and showing you. You gotta come.
So do you have any final words of budget wisdom before we wrap up?
One thing is plan your funding. Don't chase the men. Don't chase the money. Stay true to your mission. And 3, apply for as many grants as you can. There's no limit. So don't put a limit on yourself.
Right.
That's right.
Don't limit yourself. You can apply for it. And I'm gonna just do one more thing. When you apply for a grant, I love talking about grants. When you apply for a grant and you didn't get it, reapply. You can contact, sometimes a lot when they apply for grants on the notice of funding opportunity, they have an email address if you have questions. You take that email address and say, hey, I didn't, thank you so much for the opportunity. I did not get the grant. Is there any way you can tell me my program report, that's what we call it in federal government, or is there any way you can give me some strategies to improve my application? You can do that, right? A lot of people don't know that, but
they know now. If they were smart enough to tune into this live, they know now.
Because a lot of times
erase the email or phone line.
Right. So a lot of times these they might say, oh, we can't tell you specifics, but here's some examples of what you need to do.
Right.
I did that for Hello Alice. I wrote a grant. I didn't get that grant done. You know, I'm a grant writer. That hurt my ego. I sure did contact them, and she was like, well, we had like over 2,000 grants. This is what we were looking for. I was like, oh, okay now. I know I can write a grant. And so she gave some strategies that can help your Hello Alice application. And if you come to the conference, I'll give them to you.
What?
I'm in on that note.
Man, like I said, if you look in the chat, I put the conference information in the chat. www.taxprosfinancialtakeover.
Man, I can't wait.
You come.
I'm excited.
I'll give you that. And it's straight from Hello Alice.
Look, Jason just got excited.
Super excited. You don't even understand. I'm gonna have I'm gonna have my notepad in my suitcase. I'm gonna have it right here. You said what again? All right. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah.
Nah, but this has been tremendously insightful.
Yeah.
Teresa, tell everybody what's your social media handles, your Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, everything.
All right. So you can find me on LinkedIn, Teresa Pelham, or the Grants Boutique. That's my Facebook, my LinkedIn, Grants Boutique, Teresa Pelham. I'm very simple. You can find me out there. And I'm starting on TikTok.
What? Repeat it for the people that may have missed you.
Yeah, you can find my handle either Teresa Pelham or the Grants Boutique.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. So thankful. Thank you again.
In the chat as well if you want.
Yeah.
In the chat.
Oh yeah, put it in the chat. Put your handle in it. Yeah.
Now you know. Let me see
oh Lord. And also connect with us. I'm Tax Coach Erika. So I'm at Tax Coach Erika on Instagram. And Jason is JCheek_advisor on Instagram. You can go there. We're hosting the Tax Pros Financial Takeover Conference November the 11th and 12th here in Atlanta, Georgia. If you want more about registering or more about the event, go head over to our bios to register. But it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, and if you all can't find me, just ask Erika and Jason. They know where to find me.
We got you covered.
Just go to them. They'll know where to find me. But yeah. So I'm excited. Please come. I have so much information, and I'm gonna give you some little hints and tips only that a grant writer will know.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's do this. We should be having a conference tomorrow. I'm ready to get this knowledge.
Yeah, so it's gonna help you all. Let 2024 be your best revenue year.
Yes. Make sure y'all come out.
Right. When you come to this event, you'll gain career and wealth building strategies from industry leaders at the Tax Pros Financial Takeover, a true career changing event.
Thank y'all so much for coming out today. Join us tomorrow. We're going to meet with Miss Shaky Webster. We'll put more details up. See y'all tomorrow. I think Shaky's going live at 8. But just, keep a lookout on our pages. We're going to let you know about the live tomorrow. Y'all enjoy y'all night. I hope y'all learned something. And we hope to see y'all at the conference November 11th and 12th. All right. Thank you, Teresa.
Thank you. We're honored. Thank you.
Thank you.